This is zone right now. It's proving a little bit difficult to diagnose. The way they're doing a matchup zone.
There's the length at the top of the zone. Messiah the steal. Oh my goodness! Hard spot tonight with 7 rebounds. Jardier, quick three up and in. His 5th from downtown. Throws it down the middle. Torres has it. Sets up Charbonneau for the win. Up and in! Up and in! Looks for Cortez. Leans into a three and knocks it down at the buzzer. O'Connell looking for the flush. Is going to throw it down in traffic. Muguruza, 2 buzzer beaters to his credit, goes down the lane, double pump.
There it is.
Cut! Another!
Hey,
Another! Castic way, double pump. Shot up and in! Up and in! Skips it back, catching fire. 3 up and in! And Buono is up! Mike with the steal! Mike is going to run up the clock! Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Rochester. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you, getting set for the 2026 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Semifinal between the defending champion, Bedford Bulldogs, and the Trinity Pioneers. First of 2 here from the Rochester Recreational Center tonight, and both games promise to deliver. A meeting, really, of champions. Bedford, winners in 2025, 2023. Trinity won the whole thing in 2022. And if you go back to 2017 and 18, Portsmouth was the winner. The lone team we haven't mentioned, of course, is Pinkerton. They were champs back in 2024. So all in all, a meeting of not just 4 established teams, but 4 championship-level programs meeting here tonight in the Division I semifinals.
Would we call these, as I've been hearing lately about colleges, would we call these blue blood schools, perhaps, right? That are usually good and have been good for a long time. Every once in a while there's a dip, but they still usually make the playoffs. Pinkerton had a bit of a dip last year, didn't make the playoffs, but usually these teams are in the playoffs, have a nice little run, and do pretty well. Occasionally you get somebody like Keene last year. We got Keene came out of nowhere and bang. You know, they're in the, they got to the finals last year, final game last year.
Yeah.
So you get teams other than the Blue Bloods. Bedford's a newer Blue Blood, right? Trinity's been around for a while. Portsmouth has been around for a while, and I don't know. This game's going to be interesting. These two teams played, game 1 of the regular season, and it was not great for Trinity, but they've gotten better. So
that was a wire-to-wire win for Bedford on opening night in Bedford, 80-73. That was nearly 3 months ago to the night. There is head coach Frank Moreno. He's had his club competitive way more often than not since he took the head job nearly now a decade ago. Again, guiding Bedford to the championship last year. Bulldogs, the number 2 seed this year, 16-2. They've won now 7 in a row. That includes tournament victories over Merrimack and South. And they have players that can flat out score, rebound, and pass the basketball. And of course, defense is always big for Frank Moreno.
Yeah, they do, and they push the ball. They have a decent center in O'Rourke, who's young, but kind of taking the place of his brother, who played here last year and was outstanding in the finals. But he shoots the ball well. He moves well. He's a really good passer from the block and from the high post area. But they do. They have some scorers, and you never know. There's a couple guys like Shakir. You might get one night he gets 20. You're going to get Ellsmore might get 20, and you got to hope he comes out and really gets after it early. So the Bedford squad is to be reckoned with, no doubt about it.
Meanwhile, Trinity loaded with seniors. A lot of experience up and down this roster under a young head coach, Ray Farmer. 15-3 during the campaign, 8 wins in a row coming into tonight. Put Londonderry away in the 4th quarter in the first round, and then basically had a buzzer beater to win it over Alvern. Jamar Gregory Aline able to lean in to a jump shot and get the friendly roll to win it 62-60. So Trinity's been tested in this tournament. They look to bring the fight here to Bedford.
And they're going to be tested today, too. But defensively, Trinity is the best team in the entire division. In fact, they're probably the best defensive team in all divisions so far. What they do and how they communicate with each other and how hard they work and the rotations and the chaos that they create, that is a real problem for a lot of teams, and Bedford's going to have to be ready for that today.
Quickly, what do we look for? Keys both ways.
Well, again, how fast do we start? Does either team get too far behind? Because if you get too far behind against Bedford, you're in trouble. And can Trinity assert themselves defensively and to make a statement and get some quick baskets, steals, and kind of change the way the game is played?
All right. We are awaiting the introduction of the starting lineups. Let's turn things over now to the public address announcer.
At the James Foley Recreation Center for tonight's 2026 NHIAA Boys Division I first basketball semifinal between the third-seeded Pioneers of Trinity High School. Trinity has a 17-3 record. Their opponents, the second-seeded Bulldogs of Bedford High School. Bedford comes in with an 18-2 record. At this time, we're going to meet tonight's starting lineups. For Trinity, number 1, a senior, Jamar Gregory Alain. For Bedford, a senior, number 3, Logan O'Connell. For Trinity, a senior, number 3, Derek Arilla. For Bedford, a junior, number 5, Ali Shakir. For Trinity, a senior, number 4, Connor Bishop. For Bedford, a sophomore, number 13, Luke O'Connell. For the Pioneers, a senior, number 11, Connor Cody. For the Bulldogs, a sophomore, number 22, Ryan O'Rourke. For Trinity, a senior, number 23, Jordan Torres. And for Bedford, a senior, number 24, Landon Ellsworth. The Pioneers, the head coach is Ray Palmer. His assistant coaches, Lou Demos and Ryan Garfield. The Bulldogs are led by head coach Frank Moreno. His assistant coaches, Andy Panaskovich, Taylor Grand, and Ken Harrington. Manager for Bedford, Owen Sprague. The officials for tonight's game, Rob Stadnicki, James Smith, and Dan Moylan. Presenting the colors for tonight's game is the Spalding Junior ROTC. They are under the direction of Jaden Toussaint. At this time, we would ask that you all please rise and please remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Get ready to elevate your game. At New England Football Academy, they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
Well, there it is, the national anthem here, setting the stage for semifinal number 1 in Division 1. The boys basketball tournament, neutral site here in Rochester at the James Foley Recreation Center. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham, and the rest of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire crew here with you. Bedford and Trinity. Bulldogs 16-2, the number 2 seed. Trinity 15-3, the number 3 seed. Starting lineups. First for Bedford, they're in their home whites tonight as the higher seed here on the neutral floor. Logan O'Connell, one of their main scorers, a senior. He'll have the ball in his hands a lot. His backcourt mate and classmate is Ali Shakur. Luke O'Connell, sophomore, younger cousin of the aforementioned Logan O'Connell. He can leap, 6'5", and long. Ryan O'Rourke will man the middle, 6'7" junior, and Landon Elsmore is one of the wings, a 6'2" senior for Trinity. The hero the other night in the quarterfinal win, Jamar Gregory Aline, one of the guards. He's a senior, joined by Derek Aurelia, again classmate and teammate. Up front, another senior and a football player, Connor Bishop, set to jump center here. Connor Cody has played well as of late, another senior forward. And in the middle is the junior, Jordan Torres. All right, 8 minutes on the clock. 3 officials here, Ray Stignicki, James Smith, and Dan Moylan. And a little bit of intrigue here on the jump ball. We'll redo it. O'Rourke swats it ahead. Elsmore gets to it and is blocked. No foul.
No.
At the rim as Torres tried to challenge, got a piece. Bedford draws an early foul, and the senior Landon Elsmore heads to the free throw line.
And he got him in the head, neck area, kind of after the ball.
So Elsmore, big part of the championship run a year ago as a junior. Knocks down the first free throw of the game, and Bedford's on the board first.
And he definitely brings grit and toughness to this team.
Good looking shot as well. 2-0 Bedford. Just 7 seconds into the game. Crowd continuing, by the way, to file in here on the Seacoast. Big student sections expected for both teams. Here's Cody in the post. Trinity's first trip. Swing it back to Cody on the near side. Trying to break down the defense with a dribble. Now Aurelio will circle it back out.
Got to be ready to catch and shoot. They had a couple opportunities where they could have taken 10, 15 footers, passed them up early. against this tough Bedford man defense.
Extra pass and then a block at the rim as O'Rourke erases the Bishop attempt.
Got to pump fake multiple times when you got length.
Shakir, eye on the rim, three-point attempt too strong. Ellsmore offensive rebound. He's got Coach Moreno off the bench, waving the right arm here, trying to call out the play. As Logan O'Connell gets it back near side to Ellsmore. Bedford a 2-0 lead with a minute gone by. See the Trinity student section in black chanting defense. Three-pointer. Luke O'Connell off target. Bishop the rebound.
Trinity starting in 2-3 zone too. 2-3 zone, trying to come out, make them beat them from outside. I mean, a lot of teams have played zone this year too. We've seen more zone, going forward this year than we have in a long time.
Well, good defense here. Bedford getting out and challenging on the perimeter. Torres puts his head down, rejected again by O'Rourke. Ellsmore looking to go the other way. Ball loose now in the lane. Shakir secures.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Secures, and then the sophomore Luke O'Connell drops it in the bucket to make it 4-0.
And again, you got to make sure that you don't get too far behind against this Bedford team. They tend to score in bunches.
Trinity yet to get on the board, and there's the first turnover.
A little out of sync on offense, having trouble getting good looks. You got to remember too, you're playing against a team that's bigger. They're longer. They have good athletes to get up in the air. Trinity's got to pump fake and make some things happen that way. And don't get your shot blocked too many times, right? Do something different.
Got Torres at the top of that zone. Here's a three for Ellsmore. No, follows his own miss, attacks the rim, and can't get that one either. In and out, loose ball goes to Aurelia in the corner. And Trinity somehow gets a stop there to keep it 4-0.
That was a tough one.
Well, Bishop backdoor, Aurelia ball fake.
There's length everywhere for Bedford. Just size everywhere. Hands up size. Just tough to score on.
Backdoor, Torres gets Trinity on the board.
There it is. Good bounce pass. Well, and what do we talk about? A good fake.
Now a full court press. Pioneers making it hard on Bedford, but Shakir does get into the front court, now gives up the dribble. Luke O'Connell escapes, skips it to O'Rourke. Up top, poked away, and there's Gregory Aline with the steal. The senior attacking, finds the trailer Aurelia, drives baseline, leaves it for Torres, who scores in the lane.
Another good pass to Torres. Good cut, good pass.
Right-hand finish ties the game at 4.
It's their bread and butter, the press. He didn't start press in the beginning or start pressing early.
Second steal, Gregory Aline, and he's going to head to the free throw line.
Yes, he is. That press is tough, and they've already got a couple turnovers, and they didn't even start that way. They started in what looked like a man. Ball gets one pass, and they go back into a zone, 2-3 zone.
Foul on Ellsmore. So Jamar Gregory Aline, big piece of the Trinity puzzle over the last several seasons, now in his senior year. And he's going to give the Pioneers their first lead of the night with the free throw. Of course, he hit the game winner in the quarterfinal victory over a very good Alvern team back on Saturday.
I feel like we should just call him JGA, right? Kind of like similar to the SGA, hit a big shot the other day like that at the end. JGA.
1 for 2 trip. Trinity scored 5 in a row. Bedford trails for the first time. Luke O'Connell is going to change that here. No, he won't. Ball off the iron twice before Bishop pulls it in.
Good rebound by Bishop.
Pioneers go back to Bishop. One dribble, 15-footer around the iron and out. And now a foul on the rebound. Shakir knocked to the ground on the play. And the foul goes against Trinity's Connor Cody.
Yeah, wasn't a lot there. Just kind of had ball and it fell down the back. So, yeah, that happens.
First sub for Bedford. Ellsmore comes out after picking up the foul as we hit the midway point here, first quarter. Coach Moreno going to come with Frankie O'Donnell, the junior. Jump shot, that's pretty for Logan O'Connell. The senior's first two comes on the pull-up.
Yeah, you don't want to see him get going either. You got to get a hand up, make him drive. See if you can get all the way to the basket.
Torres, baseline J, no. O'Rourke keeps it high on the rebound. Bedford a 1-point lead. And again, Coach Moreno raising that right arm, calling out the play.
And now Trinity's playing man. And watch, they do a lot of switching. See how they switch. Switch on screens.
O'Donnell whips it back out. Logan O'Connell hits the reset button.
Same thing, tight man defense, making it tough for Bedford to get into their offense.
O'Connell drops it off to O'Rourke, who does the rest.
Good pass.
First basket for Ryan O'Rourke, the junior. Already 2 blocked shots defensively in this first quarter. He gets his first field goal.
If you're Bedford, too, you want to take advantage of his size in the paint. If they're going to play man, put him down the block. Right now, Bedford in the zone as well. A little confusion there. I think they're 2-3 zone, but there's some confusion as to where guys are supposed to be.
And this leads to a turnover.
See, little nerves. These might be some nerves early. A couple turnovers like that, not sure what to do defensively if you're in a zone. Just some little weird things happening early.
Meanwhile, Colin Charbonneau has checked into the game. Senior, missed most of the regular season with an injury. One of Trinity's better shooters and better stories on the floor here. Meanwhile, Torres, soaring rebound. Brings it into the front court himself. The junior eventually gets rid of it. Charbonneau's first shot from the corner is no good. And O'Donnell, strong rebound for Bedford.
Keep an eye on that. He's going to get warmed up. He can shoot. You've seen him hitting bunches too.
Meanwhile, Ellsmore is back in the game and is called for a travel on the spin move. Third Bulldog turnover. Just over 2 minutes to go. First quarter, Bedford with an 8-5 lead.
So far, again, low-scoring game. Defense has been very good. Offense a little suspect right now. Tough shots.
Meanwhile, Jaden August has come on for Trinity, another one of their seniors. Charbonneau, inside out. Bishop looking to slash. Drops it inside. No, intercepted by O'Donnell. Taken away by Torres and then scored by August.
August does a really good job coming off the bench. Gives them a lot good, valuable minutes.
Torres the steal and the assist. And Trinity's within 1 here with 95 seconds to play in this opening frame.
Back in that zone again. Take a look. It's a matchup zone essentially. They're going out in the shooters, out in the wings. They'll match up at the high post.
Logan O'Connell pulls the trigger. It's a front rim miss. Charbonneau the other way for Trinity. Double teamed on the wing. Trinity going to swing it here. Chance to take the lead. Torres, elbow J, off the rim. O'Donnell, another rebound.
Those are tough ones. He usually makes those.
1 minute remaining, first quarter. Semifinal number 1 here in Rochester.
You watch, Trinity switches everything.
Runner, good for Ellsmore.
If he gets going early and he's aggressive, look out.
4 points for the senior. Bedford a 10-7 edge. Bulldogs just in a straight man-to-man here defensively. That's been the look at least so far in this first quarter. Gregory Aline, wraparound pass, blocked at the rim. O'Rourke's third rejection. Bishop gathers, attacks again. He's triple teamed, inside out. Charbonneau, one dribble, three-pointer, no good. Ellsmore secures for Bedford. Long outlet, Shakir, bounce pass, O'Donnell, left hand no, follow yes.
There he is again, the big man coming in for a nice tip. O'Rourke.
Back and forth action here. Final seconds, first quarter, and Trinity is not going to get a shot off. That'll do it for the first 8 minutes here on the Seacoast. Bedford off to a good start, 12-7 over Trinity. Second quarter on the other side. You are watching the 2026 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Semifinals here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasted in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Get ready to elevate your game. At New England Football Academy, they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
Start of the second quarter here in Rochester. Trinity is going to make this a one-possession game as they get a second basket from senior Jaden August, who has played well off the bench throughout the tournament and throughout the season. One possession difference at 12-9. Bedford, the number 2 seed. Trinity, the number 3, both vying for a spot in Sunday's Division I state championship game.
Yeah, August is, like I said earlier, good off the bench. Could be a starter and probably has been occasionally. He's good enough to be a starter. You still got guys like McBurney on the bench who can shoot. So they have other players that they can play. If they tend to maybe press a little bit more, they'll get some more subs in.
And while this one in and out of the hands of Shakir and turned over. The Trinity defense has now forced 5 Bedford turnovers. The Pioneers have committed 4 of their own.
Yeah, tough pass to make and tough one to catch. Jumping in the air like that, throwing the ball, it's just a little tough to catch.
So Trinity, after trailing most of that first quarter, a chance to tie it with a 3, and Colin Charbonneau is going to do just that. His first field goal off the bench. Trinity scored 5 straight to tie it at 12.
You have to be concerned with him. They didn't see him last time they played each other. He flat out can shoot. That's what he does. He shoots, and he's tough. But he does shoot threes. That's all he does.
Back door wide open and a missed layup for Bedford's Will Solid Cop, who just checked in. Quick shot the other way for Trinity. Ends up with Elsmore. That's his 4th rebound for Bedford. Elsmore on a step back. 18-footer is pretty.
Nice. Two-pointer, too. Thought that might be a 3. Got away with a little bit of a bump. Let them play on offense with the ball in your hand.
Elsmore is the game's high scorer now with 8 of Bedford's 14. Bulldogs by 2. 2 minutes gone in quarter number 2. Coach Farmer watching at midcourt as his team commits an offensive foul. August called, I believe, for a moving screen there.
I think so.
The senior shrugs his shoulders. Picks up his first foul and the team's first as well. And now August will head to the sideline.
Now they've called that a lot in the playoffs so far. Both the boys and the girls' side, they've called it quite a bit.
Another Trinity senior is in, Kevin Doherty, also a player who has come back from injury. He missed most of his junior campaign. Bedford looking for a 3. Won't get it there from Luke O'Connell. Torres knocked to the ground on the rebound.
Uh-oh.
And foul by Ellsmore. That's number 2 against Bedford's top scorer.
Yeah, he might have to come out and take a break. They lose a lot of strength when he's out of the game.
See there the rebound by Torres, the collision in the backcourt. So Ellsmore heads out, has a word with assistant coach Ken Harrington at the end of the Bedford bench. And the foul in the paint is Doherty. Challenged in front of the rim and earns 2 free throws.
You know, people forget, if you haven't watched them play, Doherty last year was a 15-point per game scorer, sometimes even more. Really good shooter, good with the ball in his hands. Has not played this much this year or that much this year just because he's, you know, like you said, recovering from a big injury. But he can shoot the ball, handle the ball, it's tough.
You see the stroke there on the first free throw. Trinity's within 1, a chance to tie. More subs. As both coaches, well, they command 2 of the deeper rosters statewide. It's been a strength for both programs. Doherty goes 2 for 2. So Shakir back in the game. He's running the show at point. And joining him in the backcourt is another Bedford senior. That's Tyler Pickett. Pretty good three-point shooter. There's a foul at midcourt as Doherty takes the gamble, and Midskill looks at Coach Farmer, taps himself on the chest after committing Trinity's second team foul.
Yeah, aggressive play, but you know, on those the steal attempts, you've got to get those. If you're not going to, either you disappear out of the play or you foul, but you got to know if you can get those, right? You don't want to disrupt the flow defensively and leave your team playing 5-on-4.
Logan O'Connell escapes and a pretty scooper off the glass.
Yeah, be quiet until then. Got to make sure you help each other out.
Bedford back in front, 3 minutes in, second quarter. Charbonneau's 3 is halfway down and out. Weak side rebound there for the Bedford sophomore, Luke O'Connell. Here's Logan, his cousin. Senior puts his head down, gets in the lane, hangs, no. O'Rourke, offensive rebound, foul on the way back up.
Yeah, hit by Charbonneau on the arm. Good foul, though. Avoided him hitting that 2-footer.
Third rebound for O'Rourke, who has a chance to extend the Bedford lead here at the line. You see Logan attacking the rim. That's something he's known to do. And O'Rourke has made an impact here. 3 rebounds, 3 blocks to go with his 2 points.
Yeah, you take the ball inside on him. You better pump fake and go into the body, or he's going to continue to block your shot.
Colin Cody back in for the Pioneers. Doherty slaps 5 with his teammates on the Trinity sideline. One more for O'Rourke. Bedford has played with the lead most of the way. Out in front here, 17-14 here in the semifinals. No good. Rebound to Charbonneau.
Charbonneau, he's made what? 1 for 4 from 3 so far. He gets going though. Look out. Sometimes you just got to get warmed up a little bit.
Back door. And Cody knocked down at the iron.
Good pass inside.
Patient trip there. And another Bedford foul here against Shakir. It's his first. 3 team fouls now each way as we near the midway point, second quarter.
These teams are playing pretty evenly right now, too. They feel evenly matched.
This one, as we mentioned, a rematch from opening night. That was a win by Bedford in Bedford, 80-73 back on December the 12th. As Aurelia checks back in to run the show for Trinity. Charbonneau getting some good minutes there. Checks out. Second free throw for Cody is no good. Rolls off the rim. Offensive rebound for Torres. He's going to keep it here with Trinity. And then a backdoor pass ends up off the fingertips of the junior and turned over. First giveaway of the quarter for Trinity and 5th of this first half. Bedford ball, a 17-14 lead.
Is that press? You got to make sure you move that ball against the press. You don't want to over dribble.
Bedford breaks it. Now they'll slow it down. O'Rourke inside out. Luke O'Connell stripped. Steal by Torres. Looking to power out. 3-on-3. Nothing there on the break.
Yeah, fans running to carry, but
the reset button again.
Not. Ball with hand was on top.
Torres left his feet. Bishop gets to it in the corner. Pioneers can tie things with a 3. Now a timeout is called by Coach Farmer. Buckets hard to come by here. A defensive-oriented first half. Bedford a 3-point lead here, 17-14.
Yeah, really tough to score, right? Trinity's having trouble with the size. I think inside, having to pass up shots, having to change shots, turn the ball over a few times because of that. Had their shot blocked 3 or 4 times. And Bedford just has, they've had shots. They've missed a couple. But the game is going to be close like that just because defensively they're both good.
Bulldogs looking for their 3rd state championship in the last 4 seasons. Champs in 23 and 25. Trying to get to Sunday's final. Trinity, they won it all back in 2022 in a thriller over Goffstown. Hoping to make a return trip for the first time since. Reminder, our second semifinal comes your way tonight, 7:30 Eastern. Top seed Portsmouth against Pinkerton. Of course, the Astros were the only team to beat the Clippers this season. That won a rematch a little over 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that'll be a good rematch. 2-3 zone for Bedford on the out of bounds. Stay in it. All right, make Trinity beat you from the outside if you can. As soon as they do that, Charbonneau gets back in against that zone. Got to keep an eye on where he is every second, even by that volleyball line, because he'll put it up.
Charbonneau, the shooter, one to watch for sure, number 13 in red.
McBurney as well. McBurney plays like he's old school. Love his game.
Checking in for the first time here, that's Xander McBurney. Meanwhile, a steal. O'Rourke up ahead, Pickett for 3. That one short off the rim. He follows his own miss. Swung to the other side, Luke O'Connell. And back to the corner for Logan.
Got an advantage in the paint.
And this one almost goes down for Logan O'Connell. But the senior is headed back to the stripe.
Had O'Rourke with McBurney on his back inside. That was an easy 2-footer opportunity.
Foul on McBurney. Is his first. That puts Trinity up against the limit now with 2:38 to go before halftime. Coming up at halftime, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, and a preview of Pinkerton Portsmouth as well. That's all coming up at the break. Free throw is good for Logan O'Connell. 5 points now in the first half for the senior.
Yeah, he can score. And he likes to get to the basket, but he can shoot threes as well, so you got to make sure you get a hand up. You got to make him work to catch the ball. If you can avoid that, deny him the basketball. It'll make your job a lot easier on defense.
This is the free throw. McBurney gets to it on the bounce for Trinity. Bedford a 4-point lead. Largest gap either way was Bedford by 5 at the end of the first quarter. Charbonneau double teamed in the corner, and this pass tipped and stolen. Shakir the other way. O'Rourke 2 big steps, but can't get the runner. Crowd wanted a foul. Torres on the glass for Trinity. Torres gets it back, goes at O'Rourke and scores off the window.
Tough shot. Good ball movement at the top to avoid the block shot.
Well, Shakir for 3. In and out, no. O'Rourke inside. Not going to be stopped there.
Too easy. Got to keep him off the glass, push him further out. I mean, that's a huge advantage right there. Huge advantage.
Quick whistle inside of 2 minutes here, minute 53. Bedford has matched their largest lead now, a 5-point edge, 20-15. So we see O'Rourke there, just not going to be stopped at 6'7".
No, he's just too big. Right now, Trinity doesn't have anybody to match up with his size.
Nice left-hand finish.
Just got to go at him, go to him.
100 seconds remaining first half. Backdoor, Torres and a crowd can't get it with the left. Ball out of bounds, but will stay at this end.
Good left hand, and he used the basket well that time to make O'Rourke try and find it. You got to go underneath, and it's really tough to block shots when you use the basket like that.
Trinity trying to make this a one-possession game. You get a foul here on the inbound.
Yeah, the inbound play.
A hold against Pickett is going to be Bedford's 4th team foul. So both teams up against the limit as Pickett is hit with his first.
Got to be careful of those. Sometimes they'll call those intentional fouls. Ball's basically when it's out of bounds.
Well, Aurelia is
Ooh,
called for the
quick foul.
5-second violation.
Quick 5.
5-second violation, possession back.
Got to be cautious of that as an inbounder.
You
right?
do, and you got to, in your head, you got to get to 4, and then you got to call timeout, or you got to get the ball in bounds. You can't hesitate.
So Bedford now looking to extend their largest lead with a 3, and they will. Comes from the corner. Tyler Pickett, one of Bedford's sharpshooters, providing some bench points, and it's now an 8-point gap.
There's some unsung heroes, right? In the playoffs, you always find 1 or 2 guys that step up big.
Well, Aurelia driving at Pickett. Bishop into the paint, outside for Cody. His spin move is cut off. Bishop goes back up top for Aurelia. Final minute, first half. Aurelia drive and kick. Bishop ready, 3-pointer, halfway down and out. Kept alive by Aurelia. Torres secures, and then it's blocked by O'Rourke. Torres again.
Ooh, good rebound by
Not going to
Cody.
quit.
Cody got that
able
one.
to get it home in the end.
Torres, too. Another rebound for Torres.
5 in the first half on the glass for the junior.
Great save by Aria, too, on the out-of-bounds play.
Meanwhile,
Right
O'Rourke
on.
now with 4 blocks in this first half for Bedford.
And how many shots has he changed? I mean, he's changed about 8 shots.
5-point game at 23-18.
Probably take the last shot. You would hope if you're Bedford, last shot.
Connell, pull up. Lefty 2, no. Rebound Cody. Outlet Charbonneau. And a whistle
we got
here.
a push. Shooting free throws, baby.
Coach Moreno is not happy. Felt like Charbonneau may have stepped out of bounds, but the officials say the foul occurs at midcourt, and that is team foul number 5.
We saw one like that yesterday, similar to that.
Colin Charbonneau will have 2 shots.
A little bump down that sideline. People don't seem to see, they can't see that very well, especially on this side, but just a little bump knocked him out of bounds.
And one of Trinity's better free throw shooters, Colin Charbonneau, misses that one.
Got to make free throws in the playoffs. We said this the other night at the girls' games.
Will
Solich Kopko returns for Bedford. Logan O'Connell goes to the sideline. 2.2 remaining.
Yeah, O'Connell had 1 foul. You kind of want to make sure he doesn't get that second foul.
Charbonneau's second is good, makes it a 4-point game. And again, subs both ways. All right, the inbounder is Shakir. Into Luke, gonna fling it one-handed off the glass, and that'll do it for the first half. 23-19 after 16 minutes of action. Bedford, the number 2 seed and the defending champion, heading to the locker room with a lead, but Trinity probably feels okay. Within shouting distance for sure, down by just 4.
Absolutely. Low scoring half simply because of the defensive abilities of both teams. The block shots and the changing of shots. Right? He has 4 blocks, but it's not even so much that. Those are great, but guys go up. They have to pass the ball away. They get scared. They throw it away. They turn it over. Connor? I want to call him Connor O'Rourke.
Ryan
O'Rourke. It's because Ryan O'Rourke is there in the paint, kind of waiting around to block shots. Right? On the other end, Bedford's doing a good job. Second chance shots. Again, go inside to your big man. When they go inside and O'Rourke has gotten the ball, they've been easy 2-footers. So what adjustments do they need to make in the second half? Trinity maybe find some easier ways to score and think pump fake, pump fake, pump fake.
Coming up, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, preview of the second semifinal as well, Pinkerton and Portsmouth, which comes your way later tonight. A good first half, maybe a better second half in store. We'll find out. More in a moment. You're watching the 2026 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Semifinals here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance and broadcasted in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. Get ready to elevate your game. At New England Football Academy, they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
Well, back here at halftime in Rochester. We've got a 4-point game here in the semifinals. Nick Anastas along with Justin Gorham. Bedford with a 23-19 lead over Trinity. The Bulldogs, the defending champions, looking for their third state title in the last 4 seasons. The number 2 seed here in this 2026 Division I tournament. They led most of that first half by as many as 7. They'll settle with a 4-point lead, balanced scoring, good interior play from junior Ryan O'Rourke, who has a team high, make it a game high, 7 points. Whereas Trinity, they got a max effort there from junior Jordan Torres, also playing the middle, 6 points, 5 rebounds, and a couple of steals.
Yeah, low-scoring game. Again, both teams are finding it difficult to generate offense against 2 defenses that are very good. You know, we've seen Trinity's defense be, I think, even better than tonight, but to hold a Bedford team that scores a lot of points to 23 points at halftime is still good. But on the other hand, Bedford, though, holding them, Trinity, to 19 is right now equally as good.
A little bit of a different contest than what we saw on opening night.
Yes.
Back in mid-December. That was an 80-73 up-and-down affair. A Bedford win in Bedford to start the season.
And I kind of thought we might see some of that today. I thought we might see Bedford try and run and push the ball and maybe Trinity try and press more than they have. They haven't pressed as much full court as I thought they might. Maybe here in the second half they will. Kind of save some energy for some of their players that get in the game. But I think they've been really good when they've pressed and trapped and trying to create chaos, right? One of the defenses they run is chaos or the amoeba, and the chaos that they create gets turnovers, and turnovers win games. So in second half, maybe we see that, but in Bedford, can they handle it? I think Bedford is seasoned enough to do that, but I'd like to see maybe what both teams decide to do differently here in the second half. 9
turnovers for Bedford in that first half, 7 for Trinity, as we get a look at Coach Farmer addressing his guys here, getting set for the third quarter. Meanwhile, Portsmouth, the number 1 seed, they're going to be in action later tonight here on this floor. 7:30 tip in the other semifinal. That's a rematch against Pinkerton. The Astros, the only team to beat the Clippers this season. Just saw the boys roll in here in front of a packed audience inside of James Foley Recreation Center. Second straight year that the semifinals in Division I have been held here in this building on the Seacoast.
Yeah, it's a nice facility, and I'm guessing that Spalding plays here.
Yes, they do.
Play here as well. I mean, they probably have their own gym, but I bet they play their games here. So
they do.
It's a nice place to play if you're a high school. You can load it up in here with fans.
Yeah, we've got enthusiastic student sections been going back and forth here in a packed house. Meanwhile, O'Rourke inside won't get it going. Tried to get it going, but won't get it to go. Torres chases down his 6th rebound, a game high. Trinity a chance to make it a 1-possession game.
Got to attack the big fella inside if you can. Pump fake, get him in foul trouble. And that's kind of what the goal would be if you are playing against Bedford right now, just because of what they do defensively. O'Rourke is just a beast at blocking shots.
Inside out. A good look for Cody. The 3 won't go. Torres trying to keep it alive. He's on the floor, and Gregory Aline ends up with it. Around the defender, finds Aurelia, who's going to head to the free throw line.
Tough one. Jordan, I'm going to give him that rebound just because he dove on the floor, no doubt.
Get a look at the replay. Torres, the effort, keeps it alive. Gregory Aline digs it out, and then Aurelia knocked down in midair. Heads to the stripe. The right-handed senior knocks down the free throw. It's his first point. Becomes the 7th different Pioneer to score the basketball tonight.
And they did a good job moving the ball around that last play, too. Got an open look from Cody. He didn't hit it, but he was open.
2-point game.
There's that press that we talked about.
Coach Farmer releasing the Hounds here. This one kicked out of bounds by Gregory Aline.
And you got to mix it up, right? Give them the chaos that he wants. That's what he likes. And I think the players have bought into it as well.
Saw this in the first half. And it may lead to a steal here. Ball will stay with Bedford.
Very close.
Again, good hustle by both teams.
Shakir knocked down in the action.
Logan O'Connell wanted a foul. Thought he might have got grabbed, but see, now they switched it up. Now we go to a zone press. We went from a man press to a zone press. Now we're to zone 2-2-1.
Yep.
They're trying to trap that way. Ooh, tough one. Don't lob the ball against the press.
Up top, tipped, steal. Gregory Aline, outlet, intercepted. Turnover both ways.
Got to be strong, got to be smart with the ball.
Here's Logan O'Connell trying to settle in. Skips it to his cousin Luke, who's ready to shoot. Around the rim and out. Rebound, Gregory Aline.
Good rebound. First one for him, too. He usually gets a few as a guard.
He's had 3 steals defensively.
2-3 zone for Bedford.
Aurelia.
Attack.
Cody, Bishop, back to Cody. High post, Torres open, turns, fires, misses, too strong. So punched out. Big collision. Gregory Aline ends up with it.
Keep playing, got to keep playing.
Pioneers can tie it with a 2 or take the lead with a 3. Bishop finds Aurelia. There's that ball fake.
There it is.
And he ties it off the window.
I'm going to call it a timeout. Oh, timeout just because it looked like Logan O'Connell hit the ground back of his head pretty hard.
We get a foul instead at midcourt against Aurelia. It's his first, team's first. We get a look at the Aurelia basket, his first field goal. All 4 of his points have come in this third quarter.
Great pump fake.
Here's Luke at the rim and a foul.
Got to go at him. Got to get to the free throw line. Got to make free throws today, too. Bedford's only taken 6 to 10 for Trinity, so a little more aggressive going to the hoop for Trinity right now.
Trinity 6 of 10, Bedford 4 for 6. Luke O'Connell's first trip, the left-handed sophomore. Knocked down the free throw.
He needs to be a little bit more aggressive offensively, I think, going forward for them. They need all hands on deck to win a game like this in the semifinals against a team as tough, physically as tough as Trinity is.
Gets the first 2 for Bedford in this third quarter. Bulldogs with a 2-point edge. Torres bodied up. Tough catch for Bishop on the wing. Gets by O'Rourke and travels. Good help defense by Luke O'Connell to perhaps force that one.
Yeah, Bishop's got to go up, right? Jump stop, maybe go up, see if you can get a foul, go into the body of O'Rourke, try and create some contact if you can. A lot of times the officials will just call it, a defensive foul.
Luke O'Connell, line drive miss from the corner. Bishop squeezes the rebound. His third board. Trinity is within 2, 3 minutes in here. Third quarter. Second half here in Rochester.
Not a lot of fouls either.
Both teams looking to extend the season and play in Sunday's state championship. Pass tipped. Shakir gets to it. 2-on-1 over to Ellsmore for the layup.
Nice pass. Good steal. Can't lob the ball.
Ellsmore with 8. Turnover number 12 for Trinity. Gregory Aline for Aurelia. Back to Aline, pulls the trigger. Knocks down a long 2.
Good mid-range shot.
First field goal for the senior.
Back to the press, 2-2-1. Look for those traps.
Ellsmore going to attack it with the dribble down the lane and short on the shot and a foul on the rebound.
No call on the possible charge. Good take by.
Going to get Torres with a grab here.
That's a tough one.
That's number 3 on Torres.
Bishop was there too. Bishop was there to take that charge, did a good job, and just didn't get the call. Might want to take Torres out with 3 fouls, 4:22 to go.
Junior's got to be careful. Just shy of the midway point, third quarter. Shakir teardrop around the cup and out. Another rebound for Torres. And a block here. Cody the follow, blocked again by O'Rourke, and then O'Rourke is fouled after grabbing the rebound. 5 rejections for the junior Ryan O'Rourke. And the foul against Torres is a costly one for Trinity. That is number 4 against their leading rebounder. He's going to walk to the end of the bench with a disappointed look on his face.
Torres with 4. And he's their leading scorer usually as well.
Been everywhere tonight on the glass with a game-high 8 rebounds. So Trinity with a smaller lineup on the floor. Charbonneau is in. And we have a foul here as Logan O'Connell is knocked down. Comes just past the midway point of this third quarter. Bedford with a 2-point lead, looking to stretch that here at the free throw line.
I'll tell you what, baskets right now are tough to come by. Taking some shots. I mean, on that one, Connor Bishop didn't really move much, but he just kind of ran into it. We didn't get full body contact.
Been a physical game, as we expected here, with 2 of the better defenses in the state colliding in this semifinal.
Tell you what, the sitting down, not the loss of Torres right now, is going to prove, it could prove costly going forward. They just don't have enough scoring punch right now in the game.
Luke O'Connell to the sideline. As Coach Moreno makes a sub, Pickett is back in. O'Connell goes 0 for 2. Ball is loose. Charbonneau gets to it for Trinity.
Wow, he has not shot free throws well today.
Just 1 for 4. Pioneers again looking to tie or take the lead. Charbonneau off the screen, being hounded by Pickett. Attacks, drops it to Bishop, who's fouled at the iron.
Good pass. That's what you want to do. If they've taken out, you've taken out Ryan O'Rourke, and you bring in a sturdier Solich Kopke, but not as skilled. He's not going to be able to adjust and block shots the same way. You go at him, you're going to get lots of free throws.
Foul on Solich Kopko, that's his first. Second team foul against Bedford. Free throw no good.
We're in a free throw slump right now, Nick.
Bishop has rebounded the ball well tonight. He's played good defense, but he has not scored. He's looking to become the 8th different Pioneer to get his name in the scorer's book.
Got to get in there, right? Got to make free throws.
Big member of that state championship winning football team for Trinity. Goes 0 for 2 there.
Perfect opportunity to tie the game up with 3:20 to go, 3:25 to go. You got to hit those free throws, or at least hit one.
Logan O'Connell's 3 is short. Rebound goes to Solich Kopko. Bedford a second try here as we near 3 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Good help defense that time. Timeout by Bedford, a little chaotic on offense that time because of the Trinity defense.
Coach Moreno wants to talk it over. Just over 3 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Bedford put the standard over the last few seasons under that staff. And, of course, Coach Moreno rated ground zero. He built a championship squad back in 2023. Bedford went to the semifinals, but bowed out in 24. Came back last season and ended things with a 1-point win on Championship Sunday over Keene. Hoping to get back to that spot if they can hang on here in the semis. Meanwhile, for Trinity, they were state champions back in 2022 under a different head coach, Coach Bike. Coach Farmer takes over the program. He's had them competitive over the last several seasons, but they're looking to get back to the championship round for the first time in 4 years.
Yeah, and this is one of those games, too. Both teams are going to try and stay close, right? So you have a chance to win at the end. And I think that's kind of Trinity's hanging around. They are the slight underdog here today, I think. But defensively, they've been good. Both teams really good defensively.
Bedford, the number 2 seed. Trinity, the number 3 seed. Meanwhile, O'Connell, pretty move.
A spinning finger roll.
First field goal of the second half for Logan O'Connell. He's got 7 for Bedford. And a little bit of a cushion now for the Bulldogs. They're out in front 29-25. Driving kick, three-pointer Aurelia, splashdown.
Yeah, about time he took one of those shots. He's had a couple open looks. Got to shoot them.
He's having a big quarter for Trinity, 7 points. And they're within 1. He's got 7 of the 9 for the Pioneers since halftime.
Yeah, and he does a lot of things, too. Defensively, he's everywhere. He rebounds.
This one is tipped, stolen in the lane by Aurelia. Up ahead to August, who just came back on, and he's got the transition finish.
Tough shot by August.
6 off the bench for August. Pickett, a quick 3. No good from the wing. Rebound to Aurelia. Up the floor it goes, and now Trinity slows it down. Pioneers out in front by 1, looking for more. Cody from the corner, high arcer, no. And a weak side rebound, wrestled free by Shakir for Bedford. Near side, intercepted, 4th steal. Gregory Aline, uncontested. Trinity by 3.
Another turnover. All of a sudden, defensively, things are changing. Got to call. Oh, Bedford might call a timeout. Did not.
Listen to the Pioneer student section. In fact, most of the far side of the gym supporting Trinity. O'Connell again slicing through the defense.
He Euro stepped that one through there.
2 more off the glass, 9 for Logan O'Connell. Bedford pulls back within 1. Charbonneau off the ball fake, finds August underneath, and he's got 2 more.
Love August. I love it. Instant offense when he gets in the game. Another great pass, too, because, Charbonneau, they're trying to convince him not to shoot. So guess what? Guys are open.
August with 8 off the bench for Trinity. And a steal. Another one for Gregory Aline. He's a terror defensively.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Took it away from O'Connell. Another turnover for Bedford.
5 steals for Gregory Aline. Ellsmore's pull-up is short. Rebound to Charbonneau. Here comes Trinity. Aurelia, back door. Inside for Cody's foul counted and the foul.
Bucket is good. I thought he was going to call a travel, but he did not count the basket. It's only 2nd bucket for Cody.
Trinity on a run. They've got their largest lead, 38-31.
Yeah, that is, you know what, for this game, that's a pretty big lead.
Bedford led by 7 in the second quarter. Trinity takes a 7-point lead here with just over 19 seconds to go in the third quarter. Cody's free throw is short. Luke O'Connell back in the rebound, but a steal by Cody, and then he steps over and back. That's got Coach Farmer's
I don't
attention.
know about that one. Might want to have a meeting.
Instead, we'll have a timeout. 15.4 remaining in this wild third quarter that has turned the game around for Trinity. They trailed 23-19 at halftime. Coach Farmer demanding an explanation. We have the benefit of the replay. The officials do not. Cody secured, then the left foot goes over and back.
Oh, I thought Shakir hit it. Take a look at this angle, see if Shakir hits it. Couldn't tell.
30 seconds, timeout.
If he hits it, if Shakir hits that ball's sort of loose and you can go ahead and grab it. So hard to tell. We can't see that close.
Bang, bang play. The officials again rule it a backcourt violation.
Shakir hit it the first time, but didn't hit it the second time on the grab. So that's a tough one.
So Trinity ball, they've got a 7-point lead after again trailing by as many as 7 back in the first half.
And this group that's in the game right now, I know they just took out Charbonneau, but this group has done well. With Charbonneau was in there, that group is playing really well together. And now you have Cody back in there with that foul.
Foul here against Bishop.
Bishop.
Unnecessary here with 5 team fouls on the board. So bonus coming for O'Rourke.
A little overzealous.
As Bishop guilty of the reach in, his second.
Start to feel that momentum a little bit, get excited, and then you kind of do something silly with a foul like that. They've been playing so well otherwise defensively.
O'Rourke had a big first half. Team high 7 points.
Quiet second half. Quiet.
It's
He
his
was out for a while.
First point since halftime. But again, 5 boards, 5 blocks tonight unofficially for the 6'7" junior.
Yeah, the block shot and changing the shots has been huge.
Trying to go 2 for 2 here. Rattles out, put back Luke, no. Cody clears it for Trinity. Pioneers trying to hurry. Aurelia has Charbonneau. 1 dribble fade, 3 is too strong. And that will do it for the third quarter. The Pioneers now playing with the lead. 38-32 through 3. Does Trinity get back to the state championship for the first time in 4 years, or did the defending champions have a fourth quarter comeback in store? We find out next. You are watching the 2026 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Semifinals here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance and broadcasted in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. Get ready to elevate your game. At New England Football Academy, they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
Here we go. 8 minutes to play as we begin the fourth quarter. Trinity looking to dethrone the defending champion Bedford Bulldogs. Out in front of Bedford 38-32 on the heels of a big third quarter in which Trinity outscored Bedford 19-9. Bulldogs led at halftime 23-19. Aurelia's pass deflected in the lane. He recovers. Cody tries to figure it out on the wing, drives into O'Rourke and is called for an offensive foul.
Lean that shoulder. He's a strong kid, so he kind of ducked that shoulder down and too much contact.
So you see there, kind of bowled his way into the chest.
Didn't get much out of it.
Of O'Rourke.
O'Rourke was still there, stayed on the ground.
Bedford played with the lead most of that first half, led by as many as 7 in the second quarter, trailing by 6 here on their first trip of the fourth.
And if you're Bedford here too, you don't want to panic.
Shakir turns it over.
Oh, another one. You don't want to panic if you're Bedford. Take your time. Don't turn the ball over like that. I mean, they have 13 turnovers here. Do you have that so far?
August, tough shot.
Another floater for him.
Baseline 2. Senior's got 10 off the bench.
The leading scorer at this point, isn't he? I think he is.
Bedford is down 8, and we have a foul. It's the largest lead either way, and it comes a minute into this fourth quarter.
You got to keep those hands out of the cookie jar, Cody. A couple fouls in a row here. And toward the end, you have to play good defense. Try not to put them at the free throw line if you can avoid it.
It's 2 team fouls against Trinity. 3 on the senior Cody as he checks out of the game. His classmate Kevin Doherty is back in. O'Rourke deciding to drive, count it, and the foul.
Nice one. Nice play by O'Rourke.
10 now for O'Rourke as he took the bump and got it to go off the glass. Charging into Bishop, that's Bishop's third, and Trinity's third team foul. Just over a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, and you hear the reaction from the Pioneer fans.
Crowd was displeased. Are they watching our game on their phone? What's going on there?
They may be.
They could be. That's what the outcry, if you're on watching us on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, of course.
Yep. Broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Glad to have you with us. Semifinal number 1. Pinkerton and top seed Portsmouth face off on this floor later tonight at 7:30 Eastern. Everybody hoping to punch their ticket to Sunday's state championship game as we get a foul here at the top of the key against Bedford.
O'Rourke had the reach around up top, the reach over the top of Gregory Aline to try and get a steal or a jump ball. Wasn't a lot of contact because he's so long, but a little bit of a hug from there, and that'll get you the foul most times.
Gregory Aline checks out. Charbonneau back in.
Yeah, when do you decide to bring Torres back in as well? The leading rebounder for Trinity has been out for almost an entire quarter.
On the bench with 4 fouls.
Let's get that foul early.
Pioneers with a 6-point lead. Bedford with a steal as Elsmore gets to the bounce pass. Down the lane, finds O'Rourke, and that's an offensive foul.
That is. Knocked him down.
Doherty had position, and you see the reaction from Trinity.
Good play by Doherty. He's deep. Let's see how deep he is. Not too deep, little deep under the basket, but still good play. Here's a Bedford press, the 2-2-1 Bedford press. Let's see what Trinity does to break that. Ball, you're trying to go middle sideline.
Haven't seen much of the Bedford press.
We have not.
Pioneers successfully get it to Charbonneau, and he's on target from three-point land.
Yes, he hasn't made one in a while. Look out, look out.
7 off the bench for Charbonneau, and a foul at the other end against Trinity. That is team foul number 4. So the Pioneers are up against it already, just over 2 minutes into this fourth quarter.
They have a free throw shooting contest here for the last, 4 or 5 minutes.
Meanwhile, the lead has ballooned up to 9 for the first time.
Is that the biggest lead from either team today, right?
Correct.
So far. 9 points.
Pass off the rim and out of bounds.
It's another Bedford turnover. Errant pass.
14 giveaways I've got for both teams here.
I got 15 and 14. I have 15 for Bedford and 14 for Trinity.
Well, there you go.
Trinity expects to have turnovers.
Meanwhile, Aurelia stepped on the line. Good defensive effort by Logan O'Connell.
O'Connell might have got away with one there. A little bit of a push. Let's take a look. A little bit.
Now we have 15 turnovers each way.
We do indeed, sir.
And again,
My
you
math
heard
isn't
the
strong,
Trinity
you know.
fans. They weren't pleased with that call. They wanted a foul. Augusta's going to check out. Been a factor for Trinity with 10 points. Charbonneau heads to the sideline as well.
We'll see Charbonneau again.
Gregory leaned back in. Meanwhile, heady play here by Logan O'Connell. Threw it off the back of the defender. Scores it.
And
A chance for one more here as Bedford trying to claw their way back within 7.
Smart play. That's why, you know what? I don't care what kind of defense you're playing. You never, ever lose sight of the ball. Even if you're turned one way, you got to be sideways so you can always see the ball. Otherwise, an embarrassing play like that can happen to you.
So in the finals back in 1993, Scottie Pippen threw it off the back of Danny Ainge.
That's
if
right.
you remember.
Danny wasn't paying attention either.
Well, we have a sub. O'Connell, by the way, converts on the free throw attempt, completing the three-point play. He's got a dozen now, and he's the game's high scorer.
Yeah, then he hadn't shot free throws well either. Look out if he shoots free throws better. Oh, he's going to get away. Got to be careful. Got to be careful with the foul situation, leaning on guys. In the end, I don't know.
Neither head coach happy, and in the ear of the official there. Gregory Aline drops it underneath. Aurelia can't field the pass. Shakir sends it down the floor. Logan O'Connell gets the layup.
Another one. Back to 4.
Yep.
4-point lead.
Bedford trailing by 9 has scored 5 in a row, and now a timeout is called by Coach Farmer. 3 minutes into this fourth quarter. Things are tightening here in the semifinals on the Seacoast.
Indeed they are. A lot of good pressure by Bedford. A couple turnovers. You know what? Getting away with the bumps. Guess what? You take advantage of those bumps. And if you get away with them, you keep bumping. You keep bumping defensively until they call it, and you get steals and you get easy baskets. Trinity's got to be stronger with the basketball, not turn it over. I mean, again, they expect to turn the ball over the way they play. I don't think Bedford expects to turn the ball over that many times when they play. So, interesting dichotomy there, right? One team expects to turn it over, the other one doesn't because of the way they play. So, Trinity just has to keep doing what they did earlier in that third quarter, right, to kind of increase the lead if they can. Bedford can keep coming back just by playing good defense and getting steals.
There's a look at that heads-up play by Logan O'Connell. He's had a big second half. In fact, 7 of his 12 have come so far in this second half.
Yeah, he was quiet early, and all of a sudden, bang, fourth quarter, here we go.
Bedford led throughout most of that first half. In fact, held a 7-point lead of their own in the second quarter. Our halftime score was 23-19 Bulldogs. Trinity made their move in the third quarter, outscoring Bedford by a count of 19-9. Both defenses have given max effort here tonight. It's been a physical game as expected. The seniors hoping to extend their career one more game. Both programs looking to punch their ticket to Sunday's state championship game. 5 minutes to go in regulation. Trinity with the basketball, a 4-point lead. They see a shot go off the back iron, a miss for Gregory Aline. Bulldogs look to run, and Luke O'Connell delivers in the paint.
And they have guys, Bedford has guys that can score.
O'Connell, one of them, as he gets his second field goal, 6 points for the sophomore. Nearing the midway point, fourth quarter. Bedford's on a run. They've scored now 7 in a row and are within 2. Trinity trying to snap out of a cold streak here.
And Trinity trying to wait. You can hold it, right? Right now, he didn't have to go anywhere. You want O'Rourke to come out. Got to wait till the count starts.
It's the center on the point guard here.
Take advantage, right? Take advantage of that.
Cody attacks, runs into O'Rourke. It's around the center, but can't get it to go off the window. O'Rourke is 6th rebound. Bedford the other way. Can Tyre take the lead? Finger roll off the rim. Aurelia gets to it for Trinity. Tough miss there for Logan O'Connell. Near side, it's Cody. He's given room, and now back to Aurelia. Trinity looking to work clock. They've got a 2-point lead, 3.5 to go. Aurelia lobs it to the corner for Cody. He's closed out by O'Rourke. And now it's back to the point guard.
Whatever you do, don't lob the ball.
Aurelia, Cody, 3-pointer in the hole.
Wow, did not see that one coming. Thought that was Charbonneau there for a minute. Wide open look, good pass by his teammate. Confidence in him by his teammate as well.
It's the senior Connor Cody, 5 of his 7 since the break. 3 minutes to go, nearly a turnover. Yes, it is a giveaway.
Oh, another one. High pass on the out of bounds, right out of bounds. Low scoring game too, Nick. I was just looking up there again. Low scoring game, 46-41. These two teams typically score a lot more points than that. Am I have that right, 46-41?
46-41, 3 minutes to play, fourth quarter. It's been a defensive-oriented game, a grinded-out affair here on the Seacoast. Aurelia, spin move, and again, no shot clock as we know, so a little bit of keep away, a little bit of cat and mouse. Drops it underneath, inside out. Cody for 3. No. Aurelia, another big rebound for Trinity.
As a guard, he's been great on the glass and diving on the floor. Yeah, they are not worried about shooting too many shots.
5 rebounds for the point guard, Derek Aurelia.
And Torres, check it out. Torres is back in the game.
We have a foul? Yes, we do. Reach in from behind, give it along the sideline, stopping the clock with 2:27. It's on Shakir of Bedford. That's his 3rd, and that's Bedford's 13th foul. So the Bulldogs with 1 to give.
It seemed like they held that ball a lot longer than they did. That much time didn't go off, but I mean they're not looking to score right away. Run your offense for a while. It almost looks like you got Aurelia out here as like a globetrotter, dribbling all over the place.
Shakir on his hip. Aurelia gives up the dribble. Torres pops open. And now it's Cody double teamed on the sideline. In trouble, asks for time and gets it. Timeout Trinity.
Okay, Nick, we've talked about this how many times? When you play not to lose, which is it's kind of what's happening, unless they practice it a lot and you practice just moving the ball around, you can do that, that usually bites you. And if it doesn't bite you, it makes it really close. And I think Bedford knows they got to make sure they got to start attacking, fouling, get steals, find ways to get the ball back. But 2:12 is a long time to hold the ball. This is why we need the shot clock, sir. You know
46-41 Trinity, and as Coach Farmer breaks things down in the Trinity huddle, it's that fine line, right? You want to walk when protecting a lead. And Bedford in a tough spot here. They've got a foul to give, but it's a 2-possession difference, down by 5 with 2:12 to go.
Yeah, you want to win the game. The goal is to win the games, right? So sometimes you have this weird idea that we don't need to shoot it, and I get that, right? And again, if you practice that and can run something over and over again till you get either a layup or a foul, then you do that, and maybe Trinity does. Maybe they're good at that. I mean, I haven't seen that happen this year. I haven't seen anybody do very well with that.
There's Aurelia, inside out, Charbonneau, back to Gregory Aline, and now the foul is given by Bedford.
See, they know. I think they Bedford can sense a little bit that Trinity does not want to shoot, because right there, Charbonneau passed up a wide open 3 that, guess what, he normally will take. But don't lob the ball. And I just say don't lob the ball, and they've lobbed it a few times, and that's a perfect time for Bedford to get a steal and, throw one down and just rally the crowd.
There's the foul. Ellsmore gives.
I'm going to foul them early to shoot free throws early. Free throw contest, Nick, is coming.
2:02, both teams now in the bonus. And the third on Ellsmore.
Cody's 0 for 3, so it should be an interesting 2 free throws for him.
7 points in the ball game, a couple of rebounds. He's played good defense, and he hits the first free throw.
And these are the biggest free throws that he's probably had all year. Semifinal game, huge free throws.
This, of course, a Trinity team made up of 9 seniors. They were the 3 seed in the tournament last year. They bowed out in the quarterfinal round, and the 3 seed again this year. And now looking to secure a trip to the championship if they can hang on. It's 48-41. And now Luke O'Connell is fouled by Aurelia.
Yeah, they're calling it tight at the end. Very tight at the end. Look like a jump ball.
Aurelia trying to force the issue, goes after the basketball, gets a little bit of arm to warrant the whistle. His 3rd foul. And again, both teams are in the bonus here with $1:52 now remaining. Free throw is good.
He's been quiet as well. He's got, 7 points.
48-42. That one rolls out. One-handed rebound goes to Cody.
I'll tell you what, Cody has been really good today.
So a 1-for-2 trip makes it a 6-point game, and Aurelia is tagged up at midcourt. That'll stop the clock with 1:42 remaining. Reminder, after the game, full recap, stats, highlights, analysis.
Oh, yeah.
But most importantly, we're going to try and speak with the winning head coach. It may be a little difficult logistically here. We're up, separated from the floor, but we're going to make an effort to speak with either Coach Farmer or Coach Moreno, depending on the results. So stick around either way after the game for the full post game.
Yeah, sometimes the chaos, especially in these semifinal games, gets us, and we lose them. They get too excited, we lose them. You know how it gets. I've been there. We go crazy, and you just forget.
Aurelia, 1 for 2. He's 3 for 4 in the game at the line. All of his points have come in the second half. All right, final 100 seconds. Luke O'Connell, catch and shoot. Three-pointer, no. Logan, the rebound, goes right back up, no. And there's the box out for Bishop, the rebound for Trinity, and a foul in the backcourt against Bedford.
If that foul was on Logan O'Connell, well, let's see what they called that on. I think
It is on Logan.
it's his 4th foul. You got to be careful. They need him in there for offense. He can't foul. They got to have other guys that come in and foul. Maybe on defense you put some guys, maybe goes offense, defense, sub some guys in. I don't know how many timeouts they have left.
Meanwhile, Bishop.
Another 0 for 2. Bishop's 0 for 3. Got to make some free throws. They're huge at the end.
Minute 29, trying to extend this lead back to 8 for Trinity.
Yeah, only up 7.
Got that there.
Now 8.
First point of the night for Connor Bishop.
Yeah, that's surprising.
50-42. Ellsmore, quick 2, no. Rebound Torres, outlet pass tipped. Gregory Aline gets it. Midcourt Aurelia, up the floor, tipped away by Luke O'Connell near the basket and out of bounds.
Okay, I'm going to say this one more time. For the fans at home and for the players that decide to watch the game later, don't lob the ball. Either don't throw it, bring it out, make some free throws, or zip it.
Timeout, minute 14 to go. 50-42. And again, Trinity with a big second half here. Really, I think, stunning the defending champs since the break. Held Bedford to just 9 points in that third quarter, made their move, took the lead, extended that lead to 9 at one point here in the fourth quarter. And Coach Farmer on the verge of guiding the program back to the state championship game for the first time since they won it all back in 2022.
I'll tell you what, too, it felt like Trinity came out in the second half with a definitive sense of urgency. Bedford did not. They didn't start out that way. Now they are urgent because they have to foul, but they lacked a little bit of urgency. They were ahead. I think Bedford felt pretty comfortable where they were, right? Then you come out and Trinity's like, we have to come back. We can't let them get too far ahead. And guess what? Sense of urgency creates momentum, and now momentum creates an 8-point lead, and it's a free throw contest here at the end.
Bedford fighting a two-front war here. Trinity and the clock with 1:14 to go. Just 74 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter, and the Pioneers have the basketball. Coach Moreno coming with a full court press here. The inbounder is Gregory Aline. He finds Cody near side for Torres. Back to Cody. And now a foul here is finally given by O'Rourke at midcourt. That's number 4 on O'Rourke.
You got a lot of foul trouble going on that Bedford sideline, making it tough. And they're really confident Aurelia can make these free throws. They get back and maybe if you're Trinity now, you get back and you sit in the zone a little bit, but get out and get a hand up. But you don't want to foul. Get zone and rebound. Their zone is good. It really is. Their matchup zone is very good.
Aurelia 2 for 2, 10 points for the senior, all in the second half. Pioneers with a 10-point lead for the first time as we hit 1 minute remaining here in the fourth quarter.
In that zone, but they're really moving around a lot, trying to get another steal.
Ellsmore on the baseline is rejected, but a foul is called against Bishop.
Bishop thinks he might have got a block. Let's take a look. Our fine replay situation here. The Wizard.
Trinity foul number 4, Connor Bishop. 5th personal foul.
The Wizard.
That's number 5, by the way, on Bishop.
Hands part of the ball, ladies and gentlemen. That looked like a pretty good block from here.
So Bishop going to foul out, get a round of applause from the Trinity student section. Charbonneau going to replace him.
Reporting to the line, Landon Ellsmore.
Well, Ellsmore getting set for 2 at the line for Bedford.
Also quiet here in the second half. Ellsmore started out. Again, he usually finishes strong. Most of the time, his game is second half, he takes over and really asserts himself. Today, the first half, he was pretty good, and we kind of disappeared for a little while.
Free throw gives him 9.
Maybe he's back here with 52.4 to go. There's plenty. There's time left. They're not done. There's time left.
Misses the second. Cody the rebound and a quick foul in the backcourt. And Logan O'Connell is upset.
Well, he's sitting now. I think that might be it for him.
Bedford foul number 3, Logan O'Connell.
Got a piece of
Personal foul.
Cody's head there, according to the official.
And Mr. O'Connell is now
He's going to
done
foul
for the
out.
night.
And that is
Senior.
likely the end of a brilliant career for the senior. Big part of that Bulldog championship run a year ago. Left it all out on the floor tonight with a big second half. But going to foul out here with 51 seconds and a classy show of applause from the Bedford fans. Meanwhile, Cody buries the free throw. That's his 3rd straight make.
Yeah, he missed 3 in a row, and now he's made 3 in a row. That's, you know what? That's what gamers do, though, right? If you're a gamer, you come in the end, you hit the free throws when you need to.
He's had a big second half.
Yes, he has done a lot of things. Shot well, rebounded, played good defense, and made his free throw.
He's in double figures with 11. After a 2-for-2 trip, the lead extends to 11. O'Rourke looking for a layup at the other end. No. Tipped by Ellsmore. No. O'Rourke, a 3rd shot, draws a foul.
Guys on the floor, diving around.
Trinity foul number 22.
Bedford still working hard here inside of 40 seconds.
Reporting to the line, Ryan O'Rourke.
As the foul comes against August. That's his second. Both teams are now in the bonus.
Yeah, 11-point lead with 39.7 to go. That's going to be a tough one to come back from.
Free throw is good. Meanwhile, O'Rourke, he'll likely be back next year. Certainly will be eligible.
Gotta hope so, right?
6'7" junior, bright future. His brother, of course, a member of last year's Bedford championship run, plays NCAA ball locally at St. Anselm.
And he was the primary reason I think they won the title last year. That size inside, blocking shots, rebounding. He's a little bit thicker and sturdier than his younger brother, who might end up that way next year as well. Look out, he might be 6'8", 6'9" by next year.
Meanwhile, another rebound off the miss for Cody. The foul given by Ellsmore, his 3rd.
And Cody might be the second half. Cody and Aria might have to share the second half MVP. If I were to give one.
Certainly instrumental. It's Cody continuing to hammer nails here at the free throw line, 5 in a row.
And Fuego from the line.
He's earned valuable PT
Absolutely.
with Coach Farmer here over the season on a very deep Trinity team. Inside, pass broken up by Aurelia, loose ball to Charbonneau. We're down to 25 seconds. And the foul is given with 24 to go.
Might be it for O'Rourke as well. It is.
It's number 5 on the center.
He gets to come back, though. He's back next year if he, like you said, he decides to return here, but he's back.
11 points, 7 rebounds, 5 blocks. Not a bad stat sheet
No, not at all.
to conclude his junior season.
Look who's at the line again. Goodness sake.
Yep. Cody going to increase this lead even further, 55-44. 56-44, 12-point lead.
The game has really been closer than what it looks like in terms of the score. At the end, when you see it, they won by, whatever it ends up being at the end. But it just sort of got away from Bedford in the fourth quarter after that. Really the whole second half, the urgency, like I said, of Trinity has just been push, steals, attacking, being aggressive, and making shots.
Big third quarter for Trinity, speared the comeback. They were down 4 at halftime. Now with a 58-44 lead, and yet another takeaway.
Block shot that time. We had Cody block Elsmore's three, a bold move, by the way, because you don't want to foul.
Comes down with a rebound. We get another foul with 15 seconds. They're waving the Trinity flag in the student section.
Look out.
The Pioneers on the verge of another state championship appearance. The program has been successful over the years. As we know, their last championship came in 2022. As Aurelia hits another free throw. But it's the first trip for Coach Farmer as the head coach. And you can see he's smiling down there.
He knows it's over.
On the Trinity sideline.
He knows.
We're going to hope to speak with Coach Farmer coming up here after the game if we can locate him.
He's always fun to talk to as well. Both these coaches are fun to talk to.
60-44, 60-46 after the Elsmore banker.
You don't even have to take it out. The game is over.
That's it. The Trinity Pioneers are headed to the Division I state championship game. 60-46 is the final. Big second half for the Pioneers as they dethrone the defending champion Bedford Bulldogs in the semifinals. 60-46. Coming up, full recap, stats, highlights, analysis. And again, we're hoping to get Coach Farmer up here on the second level where the media has been.
Got a spot for him right here.
We do. All right, your initial thoughts, Justin, on what we just saw.
Well, just like I said, urgency. I think Trinity played with us a different speed, a different intensity in that second half. Just kind of got after it. Bedford a little lackadaisical coming out. Didn't have that same fire that they had in the beginning of the game. So it just led to them being a little complacent. And then, boom, what happens? Trinity scores in bunches. Bang, bang, bang. And now you're down 10-11 and foul trouble, and you got to work really hard to come back. And Trinity decided to hold the ball. So, again, if the NHIAA is watching, holding the ball like this in the end makes it tough when you get behind to come back and win. What does it do if you're winning, though? It makes it a little bit easier for you to win. So you got to kind of weigh those things and decide, shot clock. Shot clock prevents that, right? But the shot clock also allows teams that may not be quite as good to win some of those games as well. So it just depends on what you want to do. But that was just a well-played game, I think, by Trinity. And I thought Bedford played really well in the first half, right? Really well in the first half. They were ahead. They were getting things done like they wanted to, and it just got away from them in the end. That
Trinity defense forced how many turnovers?
I had 18. 18 turnovers for Bedford.
And 15 for Trinity.
Yeah, so again, they expect to get turnovers. They kind of the way they play, they're going to get a lot of turnovers. I mean, you don't want 15, especially in a win. You don't want 15, but just a fun game to watch. Yeah, fun game. A lot of action, a lot of intensity, a lot of things. A lot of fouls, especially toward the end. But guys stepped up and made free throws. And again, that's the most important thing you could do in playoff games is make free throws and try and not turn the ball over.
Connor Cody certainly got the memo. The Trinity senior knocked down 8 in a row in the fourth quarter to help secure the victory. He finishes as the game's high scorer with 15 points. He also had 5 rebounds, had plenty of help for Trinity. 12 for Derek Aurelia, 10 for Jordan August as August comes off the bench. And Colin Charbonneau, reserve, who played well as well. Here he is, Ray Farmer, head coach of the Trinity Pioneers, championship bound after a 60-46 victory. Coach, your team trailed by as many as 7 in that first half. You were down 4 at the break, and then the third quarter, the momentum shifted. What was the biggest factor in the second half, in your opinion, as we try to figure out that microphone? There we go.
There we go. All right, now we're good. Here we go.
Now we can hear you.
Coach, biggest factor in the second half was what?
We just went in the locker room, and we just calmed the guys down. And I had to remind them of who we are, and that it doesn't matter whether we miss all of our layups, all of our shots. But what type of team are we? And I let them know we're a defensive team. And that's how we're going to win this game. Our defense will be our offense. And you saw it, you know what I mean? We went on a little bit, we threw our chaos in there, you know, and chaos came through in the biggest moment, you know. We went on that, I think it was a 12-0 run, right about 7-0, somewhere around the 8-0 run we put up on them. And that third quarter, that really blew it open for us. And I think that's what changed the game, is I just told guys, be who you are. Jamar, be the defensive player of the year, you know what I mean? Get up on them. So, and that's what we just told them, is just stay home to our principles, hone into those, and we talk about sinking to our training, which is playing defense.
You mentioned him, Jamar Gregory Aline.
Yes, sir.
We had 5 steals, maybe even 6.
Yeah.
Wherever he was pestering the basketball, scoring in transition.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and then his running mate, Derek Aurelia, really a strong second half as well. What can you say about those two senior guards and what they did today?
I mean, Jamar has been that person. I mean, every single game for us. You know, we call him Mr. Off Night, because whoever we put on him, you know, he guards the best player of every team every single night, and they're going to have an off night. You know what I mean? So that's what I just told Jamar. I said, hey, you got to step on the defensive end. We had no productivity in the first half. Let's stop playing scared and let's get after it. Let's lock in and be who we are.
That's JGA.
Yeah, that's
JGA.
It. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's exactly it, sir. So and that's what we did. And then Derek, I just told Derek, you know, Derek is a very smart kid, and you know sometimes he tends to be a little too tentative. And I just said, hey, just play free. And I don't need tentative Derek right now. I need aggressive Derek. I need aggressive Derek looking at the rim and looking to score the ball, and then looking to be aggressive on defense. And that's what he was for us. And you know, I can't say how big enough. He came through in the clutch, and CC as well. CC does all the stuff you don't really realize. We told him, if Connor Rourke gets one more offensive rebound, I'm going to crash out. So he was killing us in that first half. And CC and Connor Bishop did a great job of locating him no matter where the shot was, offense or defense, and getting him out to play. Because that kid, he's very good. You know what I mean? He gets to the glass. Well, he was giving them extra possession in the first half, and we said we limit that. We limit the game. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Well, I was telling Nick too. It looked like to me.
Yes, sir.
Right, first half, like you said, tentative, got shots blocked.
Yes, sir.
We're kind of concerned about shooting, jumping in the air, throwing the ball over the place. Going, what are we going to do? Second half, sense of urgency.
Yes, sir.
You turned it on and just started playing, like you said, free.
Yes, sir.
You're getting steals, huge difference. So you must have said, listen, right? If you're going to win the game, urgency, right?
That's it. Yes,
Give
sir.
me a little fire.
That's it. I just told him, you know, hey, we look like we already defeated. We look like we lost, and that's not the men I chose. And that's not the men that we work hard for every day in practice. You know what I mean? Who are we in the face of adversity? And this is the pinnacle time for us. Are we gonna quit? Are we gonna come together? You know what I mean? So.
And you know, just one more, because
Yes,
you
sir.
got to go enjoy this.
Please.
So at the end of the game, you're kind of, did you decide to tell your players, let's hold the ball a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's dribble around.
Yes,
Aria
sir.
looks like he's playing for the Globetrotters.
Yes, sir.
He's going in between guys and laying same thing. Pass the ball around. Are you trying to take time off the clock, get a little extra time? I mean, run your offense, or just
Bingo.
Okay.
So what I did is we call it, like, you know, we'll play keep away, and eventually we'll lift that. Connor Rourke has to come out. He has to come out of that paint. So we said once we lift him, then we'll drive it. We call it spread him out, and then we'll dump it down once we see Connor Rourke come out. And you seen him start to peel off, but by then the clock had went down so much, they had to foul.
So you practice that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
You have to.
We had a feeling.
You have to.
Have to.
Okay.
Certainly had a feeling.
Yes, sir.
Coach, 4 days between right now and tip-off 4 o'clock on Sunday. How do you get ready for the state championship game?
Box out drills.
Oh, I can come help you with those. I love those.
Box out drills from now till Sunday, sir. We'll be boxing ourselves out until we can't anymore, until our legs fall off. So that's what we'll be doing: box out drills, and just really honing in our principles. I think these kids, you know, they're bought into the program, and it's not an easy one to be bought into playing defense the way we do. But you buy into your role, and we'll win the game. So,
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Awesome stuff.
Great comeback
Appreciate you.
second half.
Thank
Great
you, sir.
second half.
Thank you.
Trinity's a winner in the semis, 66-46 over Bedford. You hear there from Ray Farmer. And,
He's
well,
fun.
the
He's
smile
fun.
said it all.
He's
He was
fun.
ear to ear there,
Always
enjoying the moment. He's got his program back in the state championship for the first time in 4 years.
Always fun, and we kind of, you know, I'm glad that when we talked about holding the ball like that they actually practice playing keep away, you know, and then you said, like you said, bring Connor O'Rourke away from the basket, then you can kind of attack, and they did that. They had him all the way out to the top, far corner at one point, I believe guarding Gregory Aline, and then JGA just went by him, and they were able to get something out of that. So I think second half-wise, again, what he said in the locker room, I think, turned the lights on, right? And Bedford just didn't meet that level of urgency. Now, Bedford didn't play that poorly. They just couldn't meet that level of urgency in the second half.
In defeat for the Bulldogs, Logan O'Connell ends a brilliant career with a 14-point performance. He scores a team high and fouled out in that final minute of the fourth quarter. Good game for Ryan O'Rourke. 11 points to go with 7 rebounds and 5 blocks. And Landon Ellsmore calls it a career as well in double figures with 11 points and 5 rebounds. We're just getting started.
Yes, we are.
Here in Rochester, as Pinkerton's already on the floor ahead of the Pinkerton-Portsmouth semifinal that comes your way at 7:30. They're going to empty out the gym and then refill it. You can already see the Clipper supporters flooding the near side of the gym. So we're excited. We've got another semifinal coming up. Again, it's 7:30 Eastern time. We know that the Trinity Pioneers, by the way, the first lower seed to win a game in this tournament. It had been all chalk up until tonight.
There we go.
Trinity is in. They will play at 4 o'clock on Sunday in the state championship following a 60-46 victory. Want to thank the folks here on the ground in Rochester, the NHIAA, Jeff Collins and his crew. Of course, our sponsors at Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, Beals Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, Jewett Construction, and the New England Football Academy. Our team here at Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, including John Barron and Matt Beals. The whole thing, once again, orchestrated flawlessly by the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, our director, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios. For executive producer Steve Beals and my partner, Justin Gorham, my name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time, Trinity 60, Bedford 46. This has been a presentation of the 2026 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Semifinals here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance and broadcasted in conjunction with the NFHS Network.